Alright, what's up guys? Thanks for tuning in to another video. Today I'll be working on the Angry Panda SEMA 2019 GSX. I appreciate it for you guys tuning in. As I said again, big shout outs to everybody that has been supporting this build, like Falcon, like Sparko, like Carbonetics, like Titan 7 Wheels, like Ohm Racing. I appreciate you guys. Let's get to it, and it's been a while, but I appreciate you guys watching and hitting thumbs up and a subscribe. Let's get to the car. So just a quick update on the Red Eclipse. The battery had died because I hadn't driven it in about a month, so I jump started it, put a battery charger on it, jump started, and I have it running here for about 10 minutes so far, so I'm gonna let it run a little longer just so see if the battery holds some charge. But that's an update on the Red Eclipse. It also I still haven't passed smogged. I haven't even tried. I've been extremely busy with personal stuff, work, and some other projects that I'm working on. And like I said, I appreciate you guys tuning in. And yeah, so let's get back to the White Eclipse. Handle's still broken, so luckily I have no windshield. So this is how I currently open it. So today what I'm going to try to do is tackle vacuum the interior, because obviously I never did that once I removed the interior pieces. So I'm gonna vacuum the cabin, and let's see what else. I'm gonna remove the factory OEM radio, and I'm trying to get the wire harness out of here and get as much as possible out off of the dash area. But I'm gonna still keep that door panel on there for measuring purposes. I'm gonna keep that door panel there. I took this one out, but I could put it right back on if I need it for measuring purposes. What else do we have here? Just kind of review and go over what I've already taken out. Obviously I took out the sun visors, the headliner, the sunroof, the whole backseat speakers, automatic door module, airbag module, all the wiring harness, the windshield wiper reservoirs out. I still have the taillights in it, but it's not wired up, as you can see. I'm going to be taking out all this. Ooh, well, that's easier than I thought. I'm going to be removing all the sound deadening out of here to kind of clean it up. And eventually I'll end up doing is removing the taillights from it and be removing the front fenders. The front bumper is loose already. And in the engine bay, kind of just going over again what I've already done, removing the harness and removing all the hard lines as much as possible to just have a pretty much just to have a bare shell, a rolling bare shell. So yeah, that's an update on this White Eclipse, and let's get going here.
To delete the message, press 7. To save it in the archives, press 9. To hear more options, press 0. What are you talking about?
I got the OEM radio. I'm assuming it works, but I'm not quite too sure. But I got it out, disconnected the plugs behind, and this will go in for now. It will sit right, I'll put it right here. I am keeping it, I am not selling it, just so you guys know. Next is taking off the AC vents, AC controllers, or AC controls. So next is removing the AC controls. Make sure to not lose these. Make sure to bag them and tag them. So that's what I'll be doing next. I know it's loose. So what's blocking it is these tabs and this tab. So I would assume it would fall behind, or you have to take it out once this comes out. So maybe what I'll do is I already took these screws out. Maybe you guys could comment below on how to remove this, if the whole dash needs to be removed, or if I'm doing something wrong, or maybe if I just need to release these right here and it would slide right out. It looks like it might be in a pocket. So comment below. We'll move on to the next thing. we'll go ahead and label these stereo and AC control screws. So that'll make sure that we're organized, and if we ever have questions or looking for a specific part, we labeled it, bagged it, and bagged it. A lot of times they say that this is very hard, so either I'm really lucky or it actually is really easy. So I didn't have to heat up anything, I didn't have to do anything. All I did was use this and kind of like just, you know, as you guys can see, just pop it up and it comes right off. I know a lot of cases a lot of people use dry ice or other products to get this off, but it seems to be working really good. As you guys can see, that was pretty easy. Like I mentioned, I removed the whole deadening from underneath the rear seat, so all this is just the junk that was left over. And yeah, so next would be removing this one and this sound deadening here. What I want to do is have a bare, clean shell. So let's remove this corner now. Able to remove that one a little bit easier, but man, it's crazy because a lot of people say that this is very difficult, like I mentioned. And look at, they just came out real solid pieces. So I was able to get the rear hump, rear wheel well, right and left, and bottom of the rear seat removed, like no problem. So the only thing left is to really get to this floor pan in the front and the passenger side as well. And I don't think there's none in the back. Oh, there is some right here, so remove this and this to clear out the chassis. So I guess this is a how to remove sound deadening, OEM sound deadening from a 99 GSX. So scratch all the other stuff that I did. I thought I was gonna get to that, but I guess not. And so that was the task in hand today. And let's move on to this back corners. Let's go. It started to rain, but good thing I'm in the garage and it's raining out there.
Minutes later.
I totally forgot that Falcon sent me gloves to not bust my fingers, and I wasn't using them, but I think these are mine. But now I have them, and they're mechanic wear gloves. So big shout outs to Falcon Tire for sending me. I didn't even show you guys. I'll show you guys afterwards. But thank you for sending me the care package and the gloves. Appreciate it, Falcon. So it took about an hour break because I was pounding on that forever, and I went to grab some lunch. But I'm gonna get back to it. I'm thinking I'll end up doing is kind of keep finishing that off. It's probably gonna take me another half an hour just to work that. I don't have a heat gun right now, but I'm gonna borrow one probably in the next hour or so I could tackle the other side a little bit easier. I think with the heat gun, it will create it to be tacky, and I think it would loosen it up. So at least I hope that's what's gonna happen. So I'm just gonna keep tackling that. I don't currently have a heat gun, but I do have a portable heater, so I'm gonna connect that and put heat to it, apply heat to it. So hopefully that will help easing up the glue off the sound deadener. And it's creating heat now, so hopefully we'll heat this area up and help me remove that a little quicker. So like I mentioned, I still have the one underneath the seats. So while this is heating up, let's go tackle that. So I've been hitting it for about a good 20 minutes. It's really warm, and I should be able to help us out here. Goes right through it, kind of like butter, but not really. But let's take this out of the way so that we can work on this area. Alright, so I was able to remove everything. The heat did work, so if I just applied a little bit of heat, it did help out. So this is pretty clean. If I really wanted to get rid of all this stuff, then I would probably use acetone or something like that to remove the rest of it. But for the most part, very happy with the results of what the heat did. And eventually this car will get media blasted, so I think that's plenty enough. So I am applying heat to this side as well. One thing that's going to get in my way that I need to remove, and I probably will remove, is the antenna. The only issue I have that it's halfway up, so I don't know if that's going to be an issue of bending it or what's going to happen, but I have to remove this antenna, and I applied heat on here now. Well, it's actually not that hot, but I applied some heat, so let's work on this side. I loosened the antenna already from the top. There's just a screw, so all you have to do is tap it with the flathead screwdriver and make it twist just like anything else, and then just pop it right out. Release 2 bolts down here and release the drain tube here, and now it's just pulling it out. Whoa. Alright, perfect. Antenna is out. I finished both sides of the back fender well and the front passenger side as well, and this is everything I pulled out of the car. Dude, that thing is massive. I wasn't able to weigh it because for some reason it won't reset and it won't sit on there, but easily this is a good 10 to maybe I just say, just to be on the short side, 10 to 20 pounds just in sound material. So now I'll show you. On this side, as you can see, as you remember, there was a lot more contact here, so it was a little tougher, but once I added heat to it, it made it easier. So if you're trying to do this, add some heat to it and it should help out, or some people say dry ice. On this side, as you can see, there's less contact on the paint, so this one was a little easier to do. And as you know, the back part was super easy. It just kind of broke off. And then the driver and the passenger side, it's a little dark, but we focus. There we go. The driver and the passenger side was a little, I don't know why. Was a lot easier as well. So it made it wasn't so hard. So if you're trying to do this, it's pretty simple. Well, at least it was on my car. So that pretty much sums it up for this video. I'm gonna vacuum it and I'm gonna end it there. Alright guys, so that ends the video here. Make sure to hit a subscribe and a thumbs up on this project car and on this channel. I appreciate you guys. As always, big shout outs to everybody that is supporting this build. And I think that's it. Stay tuned to the next video. More stuff coming from here. More stuff coming from travel vlogs. And more stuff from all sorts of types of videos. So I appreciate you guys. And hey, don't forget to go pick up your sweater, because it is cold out here in California. And if it's cold in California, then it's cold everywhere else. So I'll see you guys later.